my daughter, Phoebe, is showing me Pokemon Sword because I have never really played Pokemon ever.
Yes. Starting in this very awkward spot because I was doing max raid battles with people online, and I'm actually going to turn on my internet.
Oh, okay. So, like, random people might come and join us right now?
No.
Okay. I don't know how anything works. Like, the original Pokemon came out when I had just become an adult and become distracted by things like college. And
like,
so...
When it came to America or when it actually came out?
You know what? I don't actually know exactly what year it first came out. But that's around the zone it was in.
Yeah, let's see if we can join this. Looks like we can.
So what is this that you're doing?
That's a G-Max Gengar. There's an event for stuff. Yuki and Wavy are two different people. They're bringing out fire Pokemon. And I don't know my advantages I'm just going to bring my... Wait, no, wrong Snorlax.
Uh-oh.
I want to get my Gigantamax one because that one's cooler. And also has better stats.
So are you all, like, just playing some kind of, like, boss battle right now together?
Yeah, max raid battle. Someone named Panda joined.
So why do you do this? Is it because there's prizes you want to get?
That, and there's some exclusive Pokemon, like this one, that you can only get in max raid battles.
Okay. So, B Downs has joined us in the chat and says that I saw Pokemon and I'm here.
I love Pokemon too.
So is that you with the pink hair?
And someone has the original. Yeah, that's Gigantamax Gengar.
So you've got the Snorlax. Each of them has got their own thing, but
yeah, he has his Zamazenta. She has a Centiskorch, and he has an Incineroar.
It's amazing to me that you know the names of all of these creatures.
So I probably.
So are each of you choosing an attack at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you don't have to wait for them very long because they're all making choices at the same time as you?
Yeah, he's waiting. He's doing a special attack and he's doing a special attack.
Oh, I just realized no one can see what other people are doing. You need to move our heads.
Yeah. So, looks like the person with the Centiskorch is... Wait, no, with the Incineroar. So I was actually wrong who had the Centiskorch and who had the Incineroar.
That thing is... Is yours that big?
No.
Okay.
She just Dynamaxed it.
Is Dynamax bigger than Gigantamax?
No, Gigantamax is just a special form that when you get a specific Pokemon that can do so.
Oh, okay.
And so a normal Gigantamax Gengar would just be Gengar but bigger and has a red aura looking thing. But he looks different.
Okay.
Oh, that Centiskorch had the same idea as me. Oh.
Gengar's cursed body. That sounds like
that has like a chance of disabling your move when you make contact with it. So hopefully that doesn't happen to me.
It just sounds like a curse from a sci-fi show or something like that. Gengar's cursed body.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite evolution is Leafeon.
Is that one of the different forms that Eevee can take when Eevee evolves?
When Eevee evolves, it has... I don't want to count.
Way too many different forms, representing all the different types of whatever energy or whatever that they have.
Just different types. Like this is a Ghost Dark type,
Gotcha.
and we beat it. Now I just gotta hope that I catch it because I don't actually have a G-Max Gengar, even though I've ran into probably over 10 by now.
So you got a whole bunch of different balls you can use.
Yes, I'm just gonna use an Ultra Ball because I don't think it's necessary to use a Tiny Ball right now. That's how I usually get my Gigantamax Pokemon, but yeah.
Let's see if it works.
It might not.
It still can escape.
I totally failed a shiny Squirtle this way.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. It's so sad.
I may have cried. Because it was like a shiny Squirtle. Oh yeah, Flareon.
So Ranithcord likes Flareon.
That's my little sister's favorite too.
Did you get him?
Yep, I got him.
You got him? Nice!
Yeah, and so here are the prizes I got. A TR for Stored Power, a TR for Trick, a TR for Shadow Ball, a Ball Mushroom, which you can sell at the store. Kelpie Berry, that you can put in curry. Figgy Berry, which does the same thing, you can put it in curry. Rare Candy, which you can use to level up one of your Pokemon once.
What's the curry for?
I could show you. It's basically
Okay.
just cooking with friends.
Okay.
Dynamax can be used to upgrade, like, their stats or health or something. I forgot when they Dynamax. And then experience candy, large and medium. They...
Just complicated?
No, someone said something in the chat. They give you a certain amount of experience.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I'll just send that to my box and I can organize that later.
It's funny to me how different that Gengar looks when it's just like, I'm a little Pokemon mode versus being that enormous purple monster.
Yeah. I can show you guys.
So do you always bike around in this game? Do you always have a bike, or is that like some special upgrade you've gotten?
You press plus to get on it.
Okay.
But you get it at a certain part of the game. That is not level 100.
I love that they still show the Pokemon in here using their like old style art. I mean, it's not completely old
like
style. It's not like
art.
it's not like original
this is a new
Game Boy.
Pokemon, so they couldn't have given it like an old texture.
Yeah.
And of course, like the pixels are a lot thinner now, and so.
Yeah, that's true. There would have been a lot. Like an original Game Boy would have had way fewer pixels than that on the screen.
I'm still playing like Pokemon Red, and some of the sprites are ridiculous. Like, oh wait, hold on, that.
Yeah, I should say, Phoebe is a legit old school Pokemon fan. She actually got an old Game Boy Color so that she could go back and play some of the original Pokemon games.
Yeah. And so, I didn't really have an idea, and so I'm just gonna head over to these beacons, which mean that there's a max raid battle.
Oh, it's so fascinating. Like, this world for Pokemon was created back when, like, a top-down black and white map was all anybody could manage, and now they get to sort of realize this whole 3D world. But it still kind of works the same way.
Rant, I think is what you call it. I'm gonna see if anybody wants to play with me, but Ghosting Grass.
So how do you choose what Pokemon you're going to bring into a battle like this?
Just press A on it.
No, I just mean, like, how do you make the strategic decision in your head? Which one's the right one to bring?
Well, it's a grass type and a ghost type, and so I could bring like a dark type, but I could also bring like fire type.
Because fire type's good against grass, but dark's good against ghost?
Yeah.
So are you fighting two Pokemon, or are you fighting one Pokemon that's got two types?
One Pokemon that has two types.
Okay, gotcha. I've got a vague sense of how this kind of game works, but since I've never played actual Pokemon, I feel like a complete noob.
Oh wait, I always do this. Like I press start battle, and then someone joins just as I say start battle. So it says communicating, please stand by, and it has to wait until they do that.
So because there's only two of you fighting, is this going to be a lot harder than the last one?
Maybe. Depends on the NPCs we get. There are horrible NPCs like Martin and his Solrock, and her with her stupid Clefable, and him with his stupid Wobbuffet.
So these are bad NPCs to get?
Yes.
So, but they always put 4 out there, regardless of how many players you get.
Yeah. Oh, he has a shiny, like, Kyurem.
Oh.
Shiny
Kyurem's
Pokemon.
Pressure.
Oh yeah, that, like, makes it so that they use more PP for their moves.
Pokemon are fueled by PP?
Like, power points.
Oh, okay.
So, here I go to Gigantamax.
I thought I discovered a weird secret of the Pokemon world.
Look at that.
Holy crap. That's you? That's your guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like the one that you get from the Pokeball in Leon's room, and so it's not that powerful. How many people are watching? I don't know how to tell.
I have actually forgotten how to tell too. Let's see. I usually actually use XSplit, which just sort of gives you a report at the top. We got 3 people watching us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the 3 people that chatted?
It probably is the 3 people that chatted. Though, if you're new, let us know that you're there in the chat. I just love how insignificant the humans are in this fight. They're just like little tiny people down there, but they're somehow kind of in charge.
Yeah, and also they always have like blank faces, like especially in like, I think in Sun and Moon, like you had a blank face no matter what. Like I remember in the cutscene when I was about to fight like a totem. I forgot its name. It's the evolve of Loran. Oh wait, it's Lorantis. It's not the evolve of Lorantis.
Did that Pokemon just look like he had to go to the bathroom really badly? That was fascinating.
I don't know. But anyways, there's a cutscene where I'm gonna turn around to look at the totem Lorantis so I can do my trial, and my person's face is just blank while looking at this giant mantis.
He's like, whatever.
Yeah, like, and it like has like this interesting turning around animation, so it's like.
Yes, that is present in my space. So what were there were these pink pips below the health bar that you had. Was that armor or something?
Oh, that was shields.
Okay.
For Dynamax moves, it does 2 shields. And for normal ones, it does 1 shield.
So the rules for taking shield down are different from the rules for taking health down. So it's like, you might have to make different choices depending on whether they got shield or health left?
Well, technically, if your moves have limited power points, then you'll probably want to save it.
So this battle, is this something that you couldn't even begin to do early on in the game? You had to really earn your way up to be able to do this?
Yeah, like you couldn't find a 5-star raid in your first way to the wild area or something.
Huh. Oh man, he got his shield back.
Yep, they do that a lot, but whenever you destroy the shield, their defense and special defense partially fall, so that it's easier to attack them.
Oh, gotcha.
Like.
And you chose a super effective move, right?
Yeah, that doesn't take any more of the shield. It just kind of takes more health.
Gotcha. I love that you've got these little tiny Pokemon that are somehow helping a little bit. Just the idea that anyone else is making a difference in this fight besides your enormous dragon dude.
Yeah. Well, that Kyurem that he has, the shiny one, is actually a legendary Pokemon.
Oh, so it actually is really powerful, like the size is kind of deceptive?
Maybe. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so does your guy have to be that big to be powerful enough to fight this, or are you still pretty effective at this scale?
I'm still pretty effective. This move gives me a recoil, though.
Oh, interesting. So that's a powerful ability, but it also hurts you when you use it?
Yes. It has 120 power, I believe. And I think it has 100 accuracy.
Gotcha. So it's possible to miss with these Pokemon attacks? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Is that really frustrating?
Sometimes.
Like, I'm usually okay with an attack in a game doing less damage than I expected, but missing entirely is always so frustrating. It makes me just upset.
Yeah.
It's like I just didn't do anything at all.
The dude with the shiny Kyurem has the same genes as me.
Jeans like pants, or like...
Yeah.
Okay.
With like the spikes on the side.
I was trying to think, like, is there something about genetics in Pokemon now? I didn't know how complicated it's gotten.
I don't need
that. Ranithcord wants to know if I'm going to the office this week. So I am planning on heading in for the stream tomorrow. It's just going to be me and Brant, nobody else. But otherwise, staying out of the office. We're all working from home.
Because the coronavirus is sucking.
Yeah, our kids' school got canceled, which, you know, they're enjoying some aspects of that, but having your life just not be normal is still kind of rough.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my Gigantamax Snorlax to level 100, and so let me just do this.
So you just... Okay, so when you finish these battles, the Pokemon don't get experience and level up automatically. You choose which Pokemon you're going to level up with the prizes you get, like the candy that you get?
You can do that.
Do they also level up by themselves, or is it just with the candy?
You can level them up when you battle or do Pokemon Camp with, and I'm actually going to show you Pokemon Camp.
Okay. Is this where you make the curry?
Yeah.
I love curry. This is probably going to be my favorite part. Are these your Pokemon?
Yeah, my Heliolisk and my Toxtricity are getting along.
You said they are or are not getting along?
They are.
Okay.
Of the music, though.
Okay, I couldn't tell. He looks like he might be just insulting him, like saying horrible things about his mother.
And Venusaur's trying to block the whole thing.
So
He's
this just
Dragapult.
you just get to hang out with your Pokemon and they just do weird stuff.
Yeah, I'll show you some things you can do. So if I bring this guy over,
He looks like a stealth bomber with a body. Wait,
and then you can also do this.
you're playing fetch with him like he's a dog, and you were like messing with that feather like he was a cat, like trying to entertain him. That's so funny.
He's gonna retrieve it from his head.
So he looks like an animal. Does it look weird when you do that stuff with, like, humanoid
With him.
characters? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who has like the weird long, what looks like nipples things that he scrubs.
He's got my hairdo, so I approve. But yeah.
Start cooking. Alright, I want to add a pack of potatoes because I have way too many of that. I'm gonna do random adding because I don't really care what this turns into right now.
Oh, so you can learn recipes to make very specific things happen?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the curry. So you gotta fan the flames?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a Joy-Con, so this might be hard. Because look, you can just do that really fast.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Reminds me so much of the Wii from back in the day. So I forgot, did you ever play Zelda Breath of the Wild?
No.
Okay, Zelda has got a big, like, cooking mechanic in it, too.
Gotta wait till the sparkles come. There they are, but also I don't want to splash because that will not make the curry Charizard class.
It's interesting, they prompt you to use the right stick, I think, but you're using the left stick and it's still working.
Yeah.
I like it when games do that, when they sort of, like, they tell you to do one thing, but really several different things will work if that's what you happen to try.
Snorlax is very happy.
Like, all I want to do is just sit around and eat.
Yeah, see, he's even sitting there.
So the music notes means they're happy?
Yeah. Oh, I
Ooh.
think this is gonna be like Milcery class.
That was a great reaction. Yeah.
Yes, I'm right! And it's a new curry.
Milcery. So what does that mean? What happened?
It's a semi-good class. I could tell from the sparkles coming from the curry.
Okay. So like, so what benefit did you get from feeding your Pokemon that curry?
They leveled up, and if they were to have status conditions, which I don't think they did, then
It would have healed them?
yes. Oh,
Okay.
Flygon. Oh, Flygon in there. I'll try it.
Ground Dragon. That sounds like a meat that you would use for a curry.
Yeah. I'm asking myself if I want to bring... What meat is there in Great Pokemon World?
Oh, are you eating Pokemon meat?
Well, you can eat Slowpoke tail.
Really?
That's something in, like... I think it's in, like, either Pokemon Diamond and Pearl or Pokemon Emerald.
Can
or
you
Ruby
feed
and Sapphire.
Slowpoke tail to a Slowpoke?
No.
Oh,
You
okay.
feed it to yourself.
Okay, I was about to say, what?
But, there has been, like, times in, like, the Pokemon anime where there's been, like, a mongoose. Like, a Ghastly turned to a mongoose. And, yeah.
We have, we did just fix a bug just now back at the office in State of Decay 2, where it used to be that you could not feed human meat to other humans, and now you can.
That's weird.
So, that has a long explanation, but the folks who played State of Decay 2 know what I'm talking about.
I don't... Well, that's level 47, though. I don't know
So are you
what I
prepping
mean.
for another raid right now?
Oh, people want to play with me, then I gotta pick.
Are they all waiting for you?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it, let's do it.
No, because of the rock. Actually, no, that wouldn't really...
Hatterene?
Hatterene, yeah. Gigantamax Hatterene. Oh my gosh, I'm really bad at this.
No, that's cool.
I'll go for Eternatus, even though it's... oh my gosh.
That looks crazy.
Oh, that's so cool, because we got Eternatus, Zamazenta, Zacian, and then little baby Marshadow.
So is it going to be like 3 enormous things and then 1 little tiny thing?
Well, Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus are the 3 legendaries of the game, and then Marshallow's just cute.
Oh, really? So you've got like a full set of like the fanciest Pokemon?
Yeah.
Whoa. It's like some kind of robot centipede.
Oh yeah, this.
Intrepid Sword. Dauntless Shield.
Yep, that raises their attacking defense, and my pressure makes his power points go away faster.
Okay, so do like are you guys using like complementary abilities? Like abilities that help each other?
Maybe. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, the status changes are just gonna get nullified anyways, and so I don't know if it's different with abilities, but it might be something. That's actually, I'm not gonna make a claim that big.
Oh no, shield!
Yep. See, look how cute Marshadow is. But the Super Smash Bros. Voicing of it is so scary. It's kind of scary.
Oh yeah.
For the Japanese version. Like, no offense to like the voice actor. Like,
yeah.
They did a really good job, but in my opinion, it's like kind of scary. Like they go like Mark.
Oh, that scared me just now.
Yeah.
It's super effective.
Yep.
I was gonna read everything in like an anime cool guy voice. It's super effective. Flygon used Earthquake. Alfred can Dynamax now. Yeah, I can't read it nearly fast enough.
I forgot whether I turned my text to like high so that I could get through the game faster.
That would make sense, especially when you're really familiar with the game and you don't have to read every little thing.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. I usually like hyper skip all the text and like sometimes in a new game I'm playing that I haven't gotten used to yet, I'll get really bored by text sometimes and I just hammer through it all.
How many people are watching now?
Still just 3.
Nice.
It's where do you
tell?
Right up here.
I see.
Yeah. So usually I stream in the middle of the day.
Wait,
so.
go down.
Hmm?
Why is there? Yeah.
Why is there what? Oh, the views and followers. That's for my full account.
Oh.
So
okay.
viewers is just
that
right
makes
now.
Sense. Like, wait, 11,000 people.
Yeah. That would be a lot for me. Yeah. No, I have a pretty small stream, and this is not usually the time when I stream. So.
He like screamed or something. Oh, I almost killed it. I was
so close. Just a few pixels left.
Yep. Now he's gonna. Oh my gosh. Critical hits are like this thing that like ignores defense boosts. I don't know if it just like does more too, but yeah.
Eterna Beam. That sounds
I'm probably gonna
powerful.
Miss, like Eterna Beam has a really cool animation where you like. Oh yeah. Oh wait.
Is this guy gonna win before you get a chance to see it?
But it like swirls up into like, and then it. Here, I can use it on like a little baby Pokemon.
Okay, let's do that.
Show you.
Let's just annihilate some tiny Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't need Flygon. I know I always skip like these 3-star things, but I mean not 3-star, 5-star things, but.
If you've already got all the Pokemon you need, right? Then.
Yeah. Here. Let me. It's not even in my team yet. Let me just steal ya.
So did you get to decide your own groups and organization for your?
Yep.
Is this your Pokedex? Is that what you call that, or is
no,
the Pokedex
that's a
something
box.
else? Okay.
My Pokedex is on my Rotom phone.
Ah.
But
Boing,
Rotom's
boing.
also a Pokemon.
Little boink boink was kind of cute.
Yeah, it's because I played a lot with it in camp.
Oh, really? So, like, it does that because of the way you've treated it?
Look.
Oh, here goes. What?
Just on this little nicket.
It goes to some other dimension and, like, blasts it with a ray from heaven? Just annihilated that little fox guy.
Yep. Sorry, but it was meant to be. Wanna see that again?
I mean, yes, absolutely. Do it
Hey,
again.
buddy.
So this area of the world, did you have access to this early on in the game and you were just fighting the little fox guys and avoiding the raids? Or did you get here late?
I don't know because I didn't try.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see that again.
Look, guys, like, he looks so nonchalant too. The fox is like, whatever, I got this. It's no big deal.
It's not like a giant skeleton thing.
It's like, you bore me, otherworldly creature. And the otherworldly creature is like, oh yeah? Fire from heaven. Like, oh. Looks like he just died of boredom.
Anyways, I'm gonna put Eternatus back real quickly.
That's cool. So when you're building your team of Pokemon, like your party, are you trying to get like a nice variety of Pokemon so you can sort of deal with anything that gets thrown at you?
Yes.
So, but when you raid, it looks like you could just choose from any of your Pokemon instead of actually using the ones in your party. Is that right? Or
what did you say?
When you're doing those raids, those multiplayer raids, it looks like you can just pick any Pokemon you want from your entire list, right? From your entire roster.
Yeah,
you don't have to use the ones
over
in your
here
party.
I have this open because like great stats, amazing stats, great stats, amazing stats, amazing stats.
So
I want
sort
good
of
stats.
Quickly tell. Okay. So
But
so
it's like,
what is your party usually for? Is it like normal non-raid battles? Just use the Pokemon that are in your party?
yeah.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
don't know why I still have Venusaur in there, but he's there. I'm just here gazing at my Pokemon when I'm probably supposed to be talking.
No, that's totally okay. That's fine. I can vamp as much as we need to fill time. It's cool.
Yeah.
I can talk about, the quarantine situation in Washington. Apparently, they just changed the rules so, like, restaurants and theaters are, like, not allowed to seat people anymore. You can get takeout, and that's pretty much it.
Takeout at the movies.
I guess you can get takeout at the movies. We should go to Cinnabar and just get some takeout food from Cinnabar. That'd be great.
Is Cinnabar like really good popcorn?
Oh, it's like a dinner theater type place. It's like you actually you order food and they bring it to you during the movie, which is, it's nice to get the food. It's annoying to have waiters walking around during the movie, but whatever.
Just like have one like, ooh, Gigantamax Machamp. I have 3 of those, I believe.
So does that mean that you don't need to worry about it?
Yeah, but if other people want to join me, then it'll be fun. Actually, screw this. There's something else I want to do. Sorry if someone gets that in their notifications. Oh my gosh!
Did you just get pulled into something? Or you
Yes.
just bumped into a wild Zigzagoon.
That's a Galarian Zigzagoon. Normal Zigzagoon is a lot more calm and not like all kiss.
No, it's not all kiss.
Yeah, it's based off of Kiss.
Okay, I'm just amazed that there would be a Kiss reference in Pokemon, and I'm amazed that you would get it because you were born decades after Kiss was popular. That's amazing.
Yeah. Just kind of slammed this giant dude.
Wow. Level up!
Anyways, the thing I wanted to try. I just wanted to get over here so Pokemon most likely won't bump into me. But I wanna do a multi-battle because it means you team up with a totally other person and then you get to fight the other 2 people.
Oh, so it's like it's a multiplayer PvP thing, like you're playing against other players?
Mm-hmm.
I love how this world works.
I wasn't watching and I fell into his trap. Oh my gosh, his face.
Dewpider.
Dewpider.
He pides dew.
I always thought he kind of looks weird.
So it's like It's like a spider holding a bubble of dew. A
Yeah,
drop
let me
of
crush
dew.
the spider.
Oh man. Anyway, I was just saying that, like, I love that the world still, like, back when Pokemon had a top-down map, you would just move around on this map, and then you would, like, see Pokemon and bump into them, or not see them and bump into them.
Yeah, it would be like this.
Yeah, it seems like it was just like this. Like, they made the world more realistic and, like, made you sort of, you know, down on the level of your character driving around in third person. But they didn't change the way it worked, which is it's kind of interesting. It's like it's still the same game, it's just a different perspective.
I'm gonna turn my head into iron and headbutt him.
It's super effective.
Sneasel's cute. I just said that in like an accent. I was like, Sneasel's cute. Is that like British?
It sounded the vowels sounded a little bit British.
So,
I'm bad enough at accents that I'm not going to be the judge.
hey.
Oh, an opposing trainer has been found.
Probably...
Time for a battle.
I thought there's gonna be more Japanese people because it's nighttime.
Oh, is that usually the case?
Someone ended the communication.
What?
I don't know if they did that to be funny, or if they did that because they realized that they had,
Worst Pokemon?
they had like a Pokemon with flame body and then a whole bunch of level 1 Pokemon.
So over on the left side, is that the people that are trying to join you, or?
On the left side,
Yeah.
it's, like notifications. I have so many Sharpie marks because, like, sometimes when I, like, draw over pencil with my thin Sharpie, it, like, doesn't work. And so I have to scribble on my hand for it to start working.
Oh, gotcha. I was wondering about that, yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, Japanese, and I think that's Japanese.
Yeah, I believe so. Those look like Japanese characters to me, too.
Mm-hmm. Just this one.
You can rent another trainer's team.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, though. I love Leedy's theme, and so... So, I don't know how to say that, but he's gonna, or she is gonna make the teams.
Okay, so the person on the left is kind of in charge of some stuff?
Yeah, sometimes I'm in charge, sometimes other people will be in charge.
Alright, teams are being decided.
Wonder who wants to team with me. It's kind of like kickball. Wow.
Oh, it's Japanese team versus American team.
Oh, that's actually smart. I wonder if they did that on purpose.
Probably.
Okay, so first I want to send out my Dragapult. I don't usually do that, but this time I'm doing that. My teammate Dan, he's got some good Pokemon.
Level 50 across the board. I thought your Pokemon had higher levels than that. Did they just even you out?
Yes.
So it's about the types of Pokemon you have, and it's not about how long you spent leveling them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I think there's a lot of multiplayer games that do that.
Yeah. I mean, you can choose for it not to be like all 50s like that, but...
Seems like it wouldn't be that fun. Sometimes, like, somebody would just be like that fox getting stomped, right? It's just... Or the fox getting nuked from orbit.
Yeah. Me and Dan versus... I can't see them. Oh, they're I found them!
Nice. And...
Oh, my person's got a shiny.
Is that what that little glimmer means, that it's a shiny? Do shiny versions just have higher stats and stuff?
No, shiny versions are just incredibly rare and a different color.
Okay, but they're not, like, different to fight.
Not really. They don't, like, guarantee you any good stats.
Gotcha.
Just, they're really fun to show off.
Gotcha, well that makes sense. And this is kind of where you get to show off, right? Like, other people get to see. Pokemon that you have.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
Oh, so he made that. That is a creepy looking Pokemon.
The other one, like, that's the Galarian form. The other one is like... It's a coffin.
Where did you go?
It's Shadow Sea. Someone else used a Dragapult against me and used that move and killed me, and so I stole their idea. So we're just waiting for everyone else. Since that's a two-person move, I don't need to attack again.
Okay. So you've both... Oh,
Shiny Gyarados.
Oh, so he swapped out his Pokemon?
Mm. Oh my gosh, they have...
Is that a defensive move, that reflect thing? Nice!
I don't want a Dynamax.
What would Dynamaxing do for you?
Just make me bigger and
Gotcha.
stronger. Oh my gosh, I keep on pressing B because this is like a controller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I usually use the Joy-Cons, and I
Why
just hand you a
does
Pro
he
Controller.
keep on switching? Maybe he felt like someone else was gonna switch. Or he just wants that animation to play over and over again.
Maybe that's all it is.
Yes! They let me do it. They gave me a free turn. Well, actually maybe they didn't. I don't know.
So is this guy gonna be taking all the hits while you're invisible?
Do they switch? I don't know what Prankster does or the other one. Okay, now I just gotta wait.
I just gotta dance.
This sounds kind of weird, but whenever we just did our thing at the same time. But anyways, whenever I see like my opponent's team, I always think that they look cute together.
Oh yeah.
Like, see?
Oh, they're pretty adorable. Looks like they both came from like a fancy prep school or something.
Yeah.
Stones fall around the other team.
And they're Jolteon's
You're just
dead.
annihilating that Jolteon. I love that you're doing it from behind too. It's like you're just like flapping somebody on the back of the head again and again.
Yeah, with like stuff. I don't know. He just taunted like the same Pokemon or something.
Yeah. So what does taunting do? Does it just make that Pokemon attack you, or
it makes them use more power points?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
I think there's like someone who uses a lot of EVs.
So do you all have your complete party here, doing this
No,
fight?
I have. We all have 3.
Okay, gotcha.
So, see, look at the PP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this isn't gonna affect any of you, and so I'm just gonna paralyze the Umbreon because I don't think it's gonna go underground anywhere, and I don't think it's like resistant to thunder.
Okay.
It was taking a long time.
Yeah, I guess we gotta bounce the signal all the way.
We're all just
All the way to
staring
Japan.
blankly at each other. It's not like we're fighting our animals.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool if they like had you guys taunting each other somehow.
Yeah, he really wants to see that animation over and over. What is with that?
You are carrying this team.
Kinda. My Dragapult's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize.
Oh, did you get paralyzed too?
Yeah, because
it reflected?
has synchronize, which...
Oh, synchronized?
Oh my gosh, that's bad. That's my leftovers.
Alright.
Kills me a little bit. Oh my gosh, does he have this? We're basically just the same Pokemon, except he'll be able to defeat me. Definitely. Well, he has paralysis now, and so...
Can you
Wait.
just switch it out?
Oh, that's my other people's Pokemon. I was like, wait. Well, I'm guessing he's gonna go for a dark type move. You know what? I'm gonna bring that. Cause
So when you swap Pokemon, does that take an entire turn?
yes, I can't like attack again.
Do your Pokemon heal or regenerate when they're in the Pokeball?
Nope. You have to do it yourself, but you can't really do it in Paradise. What are you doing? And why did you catch? Actually, I don't blame you for catching that in a Master Ball. Never mind.
What? Oh no!
Giant, shiny,
I love that effect of it hitting the ground like that.
Yeah, but so you hear like the deepened, slowed down calls that it does, and so with Helios, it goes like.
Yeah.
Because I use Helios a lot, and so yeah. Is that physical moves? Oh, special moves. No. Oh,
Max Darkness.
I switched from my Dragapult so he wasn't able to kill me.
Oh, that's good.
Oh no.
So did you all make the decisions at the same time, and then they all play out? So like he didn't know you were going to switch Pokemon, or she, or whoever they are.
That was a girl. Well, at least their character's a girl. Might be a boy. I'm gonna try to get rid of the Grimmsnarl because he's setting up way too much defense moves. Sometimes I just do. It's like I farted. Like,
so does Dan ever attack?
not really. He's like bulking up or something, but I still don't get why he switched so much when nothing was really happening.
Yeah, that seems weird.
I don't know what Wandering Spirit was. I'm pretty sure that used to be someone else's ability.
Oh.
Oh, that's his Pokemon. That sounds so salty, just, oh, that's his Pokemon. I'm fine with his Pokemon dying. Stop healing! I just hope that on one of his, like, Dynamax moves, he just gets paralyzed. And so, oh wait, I just realized I didn't do that much. Why did I do that?
What? It said 60 seconds left. Are these battles timed?
60 seconds left already?
That's what I thought it said. I could have misunderstood something.
But
what happens if you run out of time and nobody's won? Is
then
it based on
whoever
damage?
fainted most Pokemon, or yeah, sometimes it depends on HP percentage too. Well then, well, yeah, I think their Dynamax is gonna go out this turn, so that's fine with me. Oh, with that Dragon Dance, his attack is gonna be raised.
Whoa.
It's like, oh, in the rain. I don't have anybody with like dry skin, so it's not gonna like heal me.
Oh.
My Heliolisk had dry skin. That sounds so weird.
Yeah. So it's like there's just like status effects that can happen to the arena that affect certain Pokemon.
It's his ability. It's my Heliolisk's ability. I'm pretty sure most if not all Heliolisks have that ability, where you're weaker to fire type moves, but you heal to.
Oh, gotcha. Water stuff. That makes sense.
So I've got this giant dragon behind me. Haha. One of you is dead. Do I know what some salty players do though? They like quit when they're about to lose.
Oh yeah, I've heard
and
about
that doesn't help them, and so I don't see why they do it. I stay till the end of the battle even if I know I'm gonna lose.
Does it still count as a loss for them if they quit early?
Yeah. And so I don't see the point of doing it when you can just watch it. I mean, technically, if you're... Now that I think about it, if you're, like, having a hard time, like, if you're short on time or something, then...
I can see that, but I'm glad they at least count it as a loss so that it's not just... Because there have been games before, multiplayer games people have created where it's... Where basically the best move was to quit early all the time, and so people would just do it constantly.
Yeah. So, who's that?
That's Deathcrow. Hey, Deathcrow! Yeah, Deathcrow's been visited a lot of my streams.
Cool. Does he like Pokemon?
I don't know. We'll have to find out if he says so in the chat. But yeah, so for those of you who've joined us recently, my daughter's given me a tour of Pokemon Sword because I just have missed out on the entire Pokemon phenomenon. I don't know a whole lot about it. So this is probably the most Pokemon I've ever participated in my life, sitting here right now.
We got some Pokemon up here.
Oh, that's true. She's got some friends.
Duo, and then we have Sobble and Grookey. So, yep, we're winning.
Yeah.
So
We've
far.
got a new backdrop behind us here. We got this because I've started working from home because of the quarantine in Seattle, and so you gotta have some kind of fancy thing back here to look like a pro when you're constantly teleconferencing into work.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying.
Don't want to see the mess in my office.
I haven't played Pokemon really since I was 10 LOL. I do want to pick this up eventually.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like it's. I mean, I was saying earlier that it takes a lot of the exact same things would go on in the original Pokemon games, but just makes it look and feel a lot stronger. They did a good job of sort of shinying up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Big lizard. Whoa. It looked like it was almost a dream sequence or something.
I just picked up my Switch in December, so I don't have a huge library yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've turned out playing a lot of games that normally I would get on Steam, like little indie games and stuff. That's usually what I do with my Switch. Like lately, I've been playing Baba Is You on my Switch.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like really big AAA games like The Witcher, that have come out on the Switch. But most of what I spend my time on is stuff that's just like stuff that's easy to interrupt, stuff that's just quick to pick up and put down.
Phantom Doctrine on stream is so fun on Switch.
They've got Phantom Doctrine on the Switch? Okay, I've been thinking, I've been playing a lot of tactical games, and I've been thinking I wanted to get back into Phantom Doctrine, but I didn't know if I wanted to grab it on PC again. But yeah, if it's on
Good
Switch.
job, Dan. I don't know why you wanted to see the shiny.
Wait, did you guys win?
Yeah, we win.
Nice!
We win. Okay. Oh man, someone ended the communication.
No, that's okay. I think we've only got about 13 minutes left before it's probably time to
Okay, then
call it bedtime.
how about we end it with a few max raid battles if anyone's got anything good.
Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, I love Phantom Doctrine because not only do I really like... lately I've been playing Corruption 2049 because I like tactical games that really involve a lot of stealth. I like that sense of, setting up an operation and then, firing it off and sort of having that commanding position because you planned so well. And Phantom Doctrine has a lot of that stuff too. But I also like that they've got the conspiracy board where you can connect ideas together and stuff. It reminds me of this game I really like called... Do Not Feed the Monkeys. That's just all about assembling conspiracy boards. And so yeah, Phantom Doctrine is a nice blend of a lot of different things I like.
Wait, Dad, it's two mutated buff man and their mutated dog. That's basically what it
So
is.
Ranith Cord, when I mentioned bedtime, Ranith Cord is like, bedtime, but Dad! And that is not how Phoebe is. She's actually really cool about things like that. So it's nice to have mature and responsible children.
Yeah. Big fat Earth man.
Big fat Earth man.
It's the mutated buff men and their mutated dog, and I don't know what that is.
It's a
versus
Snorlax
Big
with
Earth Man.
with a tree on its tummy. Is that what
berries.
your Snorlax would have done if you had Gigantamaxed it or whatever?
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy looking. So, Deathcrow, if you like putting together those conspiracy things, check out Do Not Feed the Monkeys. It's a game that's basically, it's a game where you're watching a bunch of security cameras all at the same time, a bunch of spy cameras, and observing a bunch of people, and you're trying to catch them doing things. Whenever you catch them doing things, it gets added to one of those investigation boards, and then you get to piece things together to figure out an answer. What?
I didn't have my Joy-Cons, and so they didn't vibrate, and so they didn't make the
That's a noise they do?
That, Max something, I forgot the psychic name, makes. It makes like a vibration sound rather than like sound. It makes.
Interesting.
I'm like shaking my leg in my chair because I'm like fidgety.
Yeah, I get that way a lot too. Yeah, I once had a neighbor. We have a big open office at the lab, and I had a neighbor one time who would sometimes just start shaking his leg like crazy all day, and it would be vibrating the floor underneath my feet.
Like, obviously he can't help it, but that's still annoying.
Yeah, if I mentioned it to him, he would always stop. But you know, you don't want to make somebody feel self-conscious about that kind of thing. So
yeah.
Arcanus says, I was surprised by the Joy-Cons using vibration to make sounds too.
Yeah.
It's pretty clever actually when people really take the hardware and do special things with it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now our mutant dog has become more mutant.
Oh, holy crap.
And now his mouth looks weird to me because I'm seeing it from under, and Lucario's short, and so you don't regularly see his mouth. It's kind of like when you think a rodent is so cute until you see its buck teeth.
Deathcrow says, I have a Switch Lite, and so I miss out on the vibration. Because the Joy-Cons are permanently attached.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they vibrated, they'd be vibrating the entire console.
Yeah. And so it'd be like...
For the same reason that, like, an iPad never vibrates for a video game.
Yeah. I didn't realize that, but sometimes
Actually, I guess they don't vibrate at all.
Sometimes my phone, like, vibrates for games.
Does it? I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I guess phones vibrate all the time, so they gotta be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Deathcrow says, it's still a fun console to use. Yeah, totally. Like, my favorite, ever since I started commuting on a bus to work, like, things like the Switch and the iPad have suddenly when they first announced the iPad, I was like, what is that thing for? I don't even understand. And I would never, I never really bought, handheld video game machines or anything like that because it just didn't fit into my life. And then when I started commuting on the bus, suddenly those things had a very clear role in my life. Whoa. Fists from heaven.
It's almost as good as a turtle being when we annihilated the fox.
I think one of the cleverest uses of vibration that I've seen is when you use the pressure button to turn on your flashlight or your camera on one of the more recent iPhones, and it just does this little hit of vibration that makes you feel like you pressed a button when you didn't press a button, and it's just weird to know I did not press a button but still feel like I did. It's really strange how they figured out how to make that work.
What's your guys' favorite Pokemon region?
Favorite Pokemon region?
Mine is Hoenn.
Is what?
Hoenn.
Hoenn?
Yeah. That's the one that I'm reading about, you know?
Oh, gotcha. The
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire one.
The manga series that you've been reading? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Deathcrow says when he's playing on a Switch that it feels like he's back in the 90s playing on his Game Boy, and it would have been so nice to have the dock back then to be able to play it on the TV.
I'm a fan of Hoenn, but Galar's a close second. That's cool.
How many different Pokemon regions are there?
8 currently.
Oh, wow.
It goes Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, Alola, Galar. I feel like I said something wrong.
I was proud when I was your age that I could name all the 7 dwarfs. That's how old I am.
I can't.
Sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy, bashful, doc.
I only remember Dopey and and what's the angry one's name again?
Grumpy, yeah. Now there was actually I used to watch the Disney Channel every morning when I woke up early, so to avoid waking my parents up, and they had all these early, like all these Disney promotional things.
Did I say Galar or Alola instead of Alola and then Galar?
I have no idea what you said. I couldn't follow because I didn't know any of these words. But yeah, they had this promotional thing for Disneyland. They were going around to a bunch of people in Disneyland, getting them to say the names of all of the dwarves, and so I learned it then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some spin-off regions too, but you might not know. does.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Death Crow, do you like Kanto and Johto?
Okay, were those the early two?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because Death Crow was saying that he's biased because he grew up with Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Great shows.
See, yeah, so if you could watch Cartoon Network in the morning, you're younger than me, Death Crow. Cartoon Network did not exist when I was a kid waking up Saturday mornings.
I just, slept more in the mornings.
Yeah. Sleeping is the best cartoon because you could be dreaming.
Yeah, I always wanted to have one of those dreams where I knew I was dreaming.
You just do whatever you want.
Yeah. I've had dreams where I could, fly, but it, felt very... Oh. So it kind of, felt very real to, the point where, I could feel the wings, flap.
Oh, yeah?
In a way where, it hurt because it felt so real.
Did you feel like you had wings on your back or that your
on
arms
my
were
back.
wings? Interesting. Oh yeah, Death Crow's 31. So yeah, you're about a decade off from me. I'm in my early 40s. I literally can't remember my age. That's how old I am. I'm 41. That's right. I'll be turning 42 next month.
That's fine. Oh my gosh, Galarian Lanoon is really annoying because it has this running thing where it's
Sudden flanking skunk attacks are something you have to worry about in all kinds of
there
situations.
are actually skunk Pokemon Stunky and Skuntank. Is it Skun?
Stunky and Skuntank?
Skuntank. I think it's one of those. When I'm supposed to be telling. Oh, I thought that.
Whoa.
I thought that Scorpy's end of its tail was an Indeedee. I don't have the coronavirus.
I was about to say.
It was an Indeedee looking down, being sad, and so it scared me to death because it doesn't walk like that.
Arcana says, I can usually tell I'm dreaming by how mundane it is. One of my more exciting dreams was buttering toast. Yeah, I'll sometimes have, when there's a lot going on at work, I'll sometimes have anxiety dreams that are not directly about work. They're just about other things, me having anxiety about things I can't control. And then I'll wake up and realize that I'm just probably, worried about whatever, some new update that's coming out. Yeah, Arcana says every time someone coughs for the next few months, they're always going to say, I don't have coronavirus. Right, we probably have one more fight in this, and then we should probably quit.
Okay, that's fine. I kind of sounded like I was coping, okay, that's fine. Michael, and Max and Arya and me.
Cinder Ace. Wait, is that one of the starters?
Yeah, Cinderace.
I thought that looked familiar.
He had Score Bunny as his picture, and so that's kind of funny. It probably was literally his starter.
Whoa.
Escavalier.
Escavalier. Naming these Pokemon has got to be a lot of fun. I remember when we were working on a Pokemon.
Oh, he has a shiny Charizard. Oh my gosh.
When my studio was working on a Pokemon-style game, our writer, Andy, got to name a lot of Pokemon-like creatures, and he had a blast.
I remember... I wish Moonray was still, a thing, because
yeah.
I would love to,
I still have it in my Steam library, because I was in the beta, but...
Wait, so technically you could still play it?
No, it was dependent on servers. So, yeah, if the servers are shut down, you can't play the game.
Yeah. But yeah, if it was still a thing, I'd totally love to, help come up with designs or something.
Yeah.
I'm a lot better at drawing.
Yeah. The Pokemon-like creatures you come up with are all really, really clever.
Yeah.
Arcanus says, wow, I'm surprised at how quickly you're finding other players for your raids, since he has to usually wait for a while.
Yeah, it's because it was one of those purple beans, yellow background things, and for some reason I don't actually know the difference. I tried to look it up one time, but I guess I searched wrong because it never really worked. But
are there just certain raids that are more popular than other raids, and so if you do those raids, then...
Oh wait, I remember the difference. Oh yeah, I think the event is like Gigantamax. Gigantamax. Oh my gosh, my brain is farting way too much.
Deathcrow says, I think there's an event going on this weekend, but also I don't own the game, so I don't actually know.
Yeah, I was about to explain the event, but my brain was farting.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's like Gigantamax, Machamp, and Gigantamax, Gengar being more common or something.
Oh, gotcha. So there's a lot of people getting in there because they have a shot at getting a Pokemon that'd be a hard thing to find normally.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I just remembered that maybe the difference is that the web of Pokemon that you can get in the raids, and so there's a bigger web for the purple beams, but then for the red beams there's a smaller web.
Gotcha, that makes sense. Arcanus is like, ooh, I should go look for a Gigantamax Gengar.
Yeah, I think its way it like Dynamaxes is pretty cool. Like it's like and you can't see it until it pulls itself out of the ground.
That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, these names are pretty clever. Because, like, Excavalier, I assume it's like Excalibur plus Cavalier, and they're both just, you know, words evocative of being a knight. So, is it supposed to be wearing armor, or is it supposed to be a creature just like these wolves and things that just looks like?
It's wearing Shelder's armor, because when you trade a Carablast and a Shelder, Carablast becomes Escavalier, and Shelder becomes I forgot its name.
Becomes something crazy. Oh, it's weak! Throw a Pokeball now, or don't. Ultra Balls!
I'm like trying because I am very lazy to find a Shelder, or to find... Okay, I have a Carablast, but I don't have... Oh yeah, Excelgor. Thank you.
Excelgor.
I was gonna call it Aggron, which is a different Pokemon.
Oh, of course. Arcanus actually understood that name better than I do, because I hadn't even noticed until after I said that it looked like it was in a snail shell. Escavalier, it's not Excalibur and Cavalier, it's Escargot and Cavalier. Yeah. That makes way more sense, because it's a giant snail knight.
Okay, so do you think we're good?
I think we're probably good. Thank you for going through this whole thing with me, and I feel like I don't feel like I understand Pokemon yet, but I feel like I know a lot more about it than I did before.
Yeah.
So are you ready to wrap it up?
Yep. Bye.
So yeah, we'll just cover you with a black bar so we can cover you with videos, and we'll put up our subscribe button and all that once this goes to YouTube. And yeah, huge thanks to Phoebe for doing this for me.
I'm trying really hard, but it's backwards.
Yeah, this is really hard to do.